What mythic? It would be Radiant Virtue. But I think you can also go for like Even Shroud or Locket. We already have a Locket. I would go Locket if we didn't have a Locket, but we already have one, so I don't think it makes sense to build two. So it's a Radiant game for sure. Is Mask first item a must? No, it's not. Mask is not a necessary first item. You just buy it because if you're playing against multiple AP, it's the best magic resistance item for him. It gives him everything he needs, right? It gives you all the mana, it fixes all your mana issues, it gives you damage, it gives you MR, and it gives you a load of health. 550 health is actually ridiculous, by the way. Just to give you a comparison, how much health you get for an average item, I believe it's 400, or like 350. 550 is a lot of health. So every item in the game builds out a Kindle Gem, so we can just check here. Kindle Gem, so let's see, right? So Winter's Approach, 400, you know, that's a cheap item. 450 for Spirit Visage. Like for some reason, the MR items have so much health, I don't know why, but anyway, it's 400 health for this mythic. I believe it's 400 health for this mythic too. The other one's 400 health too. I believe all mythics are 400, right? So it's 150 more, which is still pretty nice. Only Heartsteel, I think, gives more health for one singular item. Heartsteel and Warmogs, I guess. I guess Anathemas too. Never mind. There's a lot of health items in this game, I guess. But the point is, 550 is quite significant for a first item, and then it gives them damage, which is really nice because it helps him reach lethal on champions. Platonic Hydra is still less than 500. There you go. So it's pretty good. So again, did I get carried? Absolutely. But Echo came top and managed to get a huge gold lead, and his champion's going to murder their team, right? So the idea is picking Nautilus into the wall fight here, and I know I'm going to win lane, is going to allow my Echo to get a lot of advantages because I'm going to murder him in lane. Should I ever buy Titanic Hydra on Mundo? Yeah, you should. It's good. My pets are okay. Thank you for asking. Is Roa ever the Catalyst buy over Abyssal? I don't think you should go into Roa. I don't think Catalyst is necessary on him. I think you can manage your mana with Corrupting Potion and Doran's Ring just fine. You might have to grab a Doran's Ring if you know you're not going to go into Catalyst, but that's what I do in my games, and I just go a normal tank build where I would just skip Abyssal, or I'd buy it much later in the game, so I wouldn't rush it. But you rush it in matchups where, like, look at their top side, right? Triple AP, like, it's just a no-brainer. But let's say one of my other games here, for example, was this also a Catalyst game? This was also a Catalyst game. You know, same for Maokai, right? For example, I bought it, but I bought it third this game, right? But I would just, like, Maokai and Nautilus, I think are actually really strong right now. I think they're really, really OP. Anyway, I played them a bit yesterday, or the day before, and I was building just Sunfire Rush with Doran's Ring plus thingy. Tier, I think it's okay. I just think you don't need it. It's up to you. Can you pick Naught into most things, or only rarely? I actually think you can blind them into most things, but you do need some skill on the champion. I don't think Nautilus is a brainless champion when it comes to laning phase. I do think you can just turn your brain off and just right-click champions on your screen when you're in team fights, but you're going to have a little bit of a brain when you're actively playing the game in lane. So, for example, I'll show you my OPGG. I was playing against the Kled and he could not breathe 1v1. It was actually kind of crazy. My champ was a bit broken. Let me show you. Here we go. It was this game. I don't know, the guy couldn't play. I was just murdering him 1v1. Like, literally, I solo boloed him once or twice, I think. He was struggling, to say the least. That Clyde is Feeder Boy? Well, he did not have fun that game. How does Nautilus do into champs like Poppy or Olaf? Not particularly good, but I think you can play Phase Rush into Olaf and be totally fine. You just fast combo him and then run with Phase Rush. You know, you just do like W auto and then QE him and then you fucking leg it. And then again, like, yeah, if he's on top of you and he just murders you, then you probably made a mistake beforehand. And I'm not saying it's easy to lane these matchups, okay? I'm saying it's playable. That's all I'm saying. Do I say go blind pick Nautilus every matchup and you're going to win? No, I'm saying you can play if you know how to play Nautilus well and have a little bit of creativity. Plus, even if you fall behind 20-30 CS, your champ can be still really impactful with good ult usage. Caps played in mid, but I don't know if they played in top.